weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson going to come out throwing. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Wilson on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action. Young. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on second and 6, Young. He's got Watkins on the out route. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? One more time with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Yellow. Yellow, go.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I say it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, the last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Wilson. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Young on 3rd down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Check right.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That throw by Young incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, set.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Hey, green.
Looking to throw, Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
It's a lead of 23 yards. That's good. Long Williams. 1st down.
Young on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Young will set to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Okay, ready?
Second and 5 now. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. On third down, here's Hall. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. MrBurnone on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Ball again. And he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A give running right is Hall. They juked him, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2nd and 4. Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Rams 15.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hall again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Young looks to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Give to Hall running right. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running left, it's Hall. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Young going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Allen! Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. You know, the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Eckler going to get it again on second down, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Here's Wilson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Wilson completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3, now here's second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Nice offense on third down today. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 7. Now Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that is another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Throwing now is Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready?
Here's Young. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Ready?
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.